So I met this.
YouTube, you really have the Young Turks joining this whole spiel? That is enough of a reason for me to hate this video right now. So I realize that I am a little late responding to YouTube Spotlight's More Than a Refugee hashtag More Than a Refugee video, but I thought while it's not too late that I still ought to respond to this video and give my take on this video right here.
Hi, صباح الخير. Good morning.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
So I met this girl, Catherine, today. She's a remarkable young girl.
Hassan brought us into his temporary home to make us feel welcome.
أنا مريم.
This girl has something so special about her.
My passion is rapping.
The girl raps.
وعمال اقضي وقتي في اني انا بحاول اصنع شيء يسعد الاطفال لان انا انسان لسه عندي قدره على العطاء. انا حاليا بظبط زي النحات بالضبط.
I've been playing football since I was young. Because when you're playing football, you will be very happy. There is a lot of skill there. Will make you even to laugh.
Mariam told me her story. Something that I didn't expect.
لا حرب كان سيء كتير. قبل حياتي كانت أحسن من هون.
I'm just gonna point out right now that this little girl looks too young to remember what life was like before the Iraq War.
بس هلا لا اتغير كل شيء. مدرستي راحت. هي سنة راحت على الفاضي. فرغ.
من ساعة ما خرجت أنا من ال67 من فلسطين فقط ببحث عن الحرية والسلام. ما لي حقوق لا أنا ولا أولادي.
How long ago did you come here from Sudan?
By the time when I was 14, because those people, they want to kill us, the rebels, we start running. And I left my family all there. I'm just here alone with the stepmom.
كنا عم نمشي ما نمنا بالغابات وأصوات بتخوف يعني كثير شغلات. ماي تبعنا والشغلات اللي جبنا معنا كله خلصوا. ما وصل.
I haven't met anyone who went through what she went through yet has so much life.
حلمي كان أن أصبح محامية.
We have to be with the heart like one brother and one sister. We need to share ideas together. We need to move together. We need to play together. I will not give up. I will pray after the end of my life.
It's important to figure out what you share as a human being.
Tell your story to the world, and when you do that, so many things change.
مش حيسيبكم إلا لما يطيروا في السماء.
So just to add a little bit more context to this video, the travel ban instituted by President Trump does not include every majority Muslim country. It only includes 6 of them. I mean, that is, if this video, More Than a Refugee, is trying to refer to the travel ban. Actually, the video is pretty vague in what it's trying to do. I mean, is it trying to give out the message that, hey, refugees are people? I mean, we already admit to that. I mean, it reminds me of the one meme that I responded to that said, if you view unborn babies as people but not refugee kids, well then your motivations are not religious or something along them lines. Accusing people who are against taking in refugees as not thinking of refugees as people. I mean, no shit. We acknowledge that they are people, but we also come to the conclusion that it's too dangerous to take in refugees. For just willy-nilly to be taking refugees from wherever people may need help. I mean, especially when it comes to Syria. I mean, it does not mean that we do not think that refugees are not people. I mean, the people who are disliking this video, More Than a Refugee, are they being a little bit too harsh? Are they being a bunch of harsh shitheads, some of them? Well, maybe, yeah, possibly, but that does not eliminate the legitimate concern of taking in refugees, and that is why that this video got so well disliked, is because the video is trying to pull at the heartstrings of everyone to make us change our minds and think, yeah, we do have to take in refugees from Syria and from all over the world. But here is the reasoning for why We do not want to take in refugees, particularly from Syria or any other war-torn country for that matter. In an article posted by Newsweek a few months ago, it's old but still, it explains of how there were 4 ISIS collaborators who masqueraded as migrants, as part of the refugee group, so that they could get into Europe. And there have been reports from European intelligence officials that over 3 dozen suspected militants were in Europe as well, who were impersonating as refugees. And in an article also from the Washington Examiner, FBI's director James Comey, he explained of how 50% of terrorists came to U.S. as refugees, at least 300. And later on down in the article, it is explained by Mark Krikorian, 15% of the FBI's terrorism cases are refugees, more than the share of the migrant population, let alone the general population. So there is not only the possibility, but there is also evidence to prove that there is a legitimate concern to taking in refugees. That it is not only possible, but that it is happening, that ISIS is sending their own terrorist cronies to get mixed amongst the refugees. And FBI Director Comey has explained plenty of times that we cannot properly vet the refugees. And so, to see that this video gets so well disliked, it is evidence to the obvious that the majority of people on the internet, they acknowledge this concern. And I am not convinced that the terrorism aspect of this whole refugee crisis has been eliminated yet, because ISIS has shown, despite the death of their leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, despite the death of him, that ISIS is still standing strong. Reported by the BBC, they have attacked the Tehran parliament. So, they're still standing strong. They are still concerned if we are to take in Syrian refugees. And to everybody out there, we acknowledge that the refugees are people. We acknowledge that they are more than a refugee. But you have to eliminate the concern of terrorism before you get us to change our position on the whole refugee crisis. It would be better if we was to go in there. Now, I'm not absolutely suggesting that we engage in interventionism, but it would be safer for our own necks if we were to go over there and destroy ISIS ourselves, than for us to just willy-nilly taking refugees without eliminating the threat of terrorism. So, sorry YouTube, we acknowledge that they're people, but we're not one to take them over that concern. Hello fellow YouTubers, if you liked the video, hit that like button down below. If you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe. If you want to see me respond to a specific article or video, comment down below with a link to the said article or video and I might consider responding to it. Anyway, thanks for watching and God bless.